I do, however, I think that the backlash to this is going to be really take a lot of people that don't deserve it, right? Like it is going to be, we have already seen, this is going to be misused. As much as we do agree that this was hard, like this, and it's hard to exaggerate how big of a deal this event was, and how much it made it obvious about the level of lunacy, but also the amount of danger these ideas are causing among a lot of right-wing people, right? Like all those warnings about this could get out of hand, these people could get dangerous. The warnings were true. Like we now see that the warnings were true. However, as bad as it is, it's possible to have a backlash that is not justified, that is going to take a whole bunch of people that are not even part of the problem. And there are going to be people from the left, especially the woke left, that are going to use this for so long, maybe, I don't know, but they're going to use this as justification for all types of censorship, for going after so many people that are not even remotely responsible for any of what happened, right? And we just got a strike, by the way, on Atheist Republic on our Facebook page, which is unappealable, for a meme about this event that wasn't even endorsing it, was making fun of it. But just by experience, we could see how big the backlash is going to be, right? And we don't know, like just like with George Floyd, we saw when the left, even when it's an event that does require attention and is justified to look at it and see that there's a problem here that needs to be addressed, instead of what the left often does is, instead of looking at it and trying to come up with not all of the left, but a lot of the woke left, what the woke left does is, instead of using it as an opportunity to get people on board with coming up with sane, measured responses, they go overboard and they just ruin a very, they just an opportunity for people to respond, to diagnose what the problem is. It turns into something that is a lot more like they come up with their nukes, right? And they take out so many people.
A scalpel.
Yes, exactly. So Ali, when you say like you think that this might end up like bringing a lot of sane people, I think it could do that while at the same time embolden a lot of insane people on the left. Okay, well, so that could
my view is that they are emboldened anyway, and I think that the left, when you saw the emboldening, so like what you're saying, that I am a massive Black Lives Matter supporter, but when I saw that video of those people coming in and harassing that woman at the restaurant, right? Did you remember that video? And other stuff like that. And those are actually mostly sort of woke white people doing it. You wouldn't see a lot of black people in that video. And
it doesn't matter what their color is.
But the problem is, I do think that those people got a lot of their energy. The woke thing really became a huge thing, became almost very blurred with sort of liberalism during the Trump period, right? Yeah. When the far right was in power. So this is what I call it, the orgy of overreactions, right? So this is, the orgy of overcorrections. And this is, we had the regressive left, and the regressive left was really, really annoying, all that. And then they came in later on, the alt-right came and they made it, they overcorrected it so much that, the regressive left started looking sane. And then because of this alt-right thing, the leftists started reacting to that and trying to overcorrect it. And then that became like this totally sort of hyper woke dogma that's completely illiberal and completely irrational. And it's just that's what it is. It's an orgy of overreactions. It's sequential. It ends up with more and more extremes, and extremes legitimize extremes. And that's why, that was the basis for why I'm saying that the fact that the liberals in the U.S. rejected the far left, or even people who are more beyond even the center left, right, in the election and in the primaries, and they decided to go with a voice of moderation, right? And this incident may also bring a lot of Republicans back to a sort of moderate right of center type place. And I'm not usually a fan of moderation. I hate saying that as an activist. Like, most activists hate just moderation, like drink in moderation. It's like, oh, well, fuck you. But just overall, I think that in this context, that is a healthy thing. That's a healthy thing. So in that sense, what happened here ultimately, I think, will be good, because it did test the system. It showed that it survived, and it showed that the kinds of voices that we actually need to keep things going and to keep the perspective.
But I do think that what the woke left is going to do is, because what I was hoping is, when Trump is gone, it's going to take the wind out of the woke movement's sail. Like, it's not going to, like, Trump was such a blessing to them, because it was so easy to keep pointing at Trump to justify extreme reactions, right? But what happened on January 6th is going to be a good way for them to keep using Trump supporters as a way, not just Trump. Trump is gone, but now we have shown to the world how much, what the danger is like. They're going to say, this is not about Trump. This is about Trump supporters. This is a movement that we still need to be fighting. So what this is a gift to the woke, in the sense that they're going to be able to continue justifying their existence way beyond Trump, by reminding people that we are at the risk of being taken over by not just a tyrant wannabe, which is Trump, but people who want to bring back tyranny, like people who want like the next Trump, right? So they're like, these people, they're going to tell you like, oh, these people are still there. That's why we need us. So this event will constantly be used as a reminder for why they are relevant and why they're needed.
Hey guys, if you want to join these streams live, get your comments and questions read by Ali and Armin and the guests, and most importantly, to get full access to the full video versions of all these episodes, become a patron. Link in the description below.